Imagine waking up every day feeling invisible, like your actions don't ripple beyond your own small world. That was Mia's reality, an ordinary woman in a bustling city, juggling a demanding job, a cramped apartment, and a relentless stream of daily challenges. Her mornings were a blur of hurried routines, the clatter of the metro, and the endless hum of urban life. Yet, beneath the surface of her seemingly ordinary days, there was a quiet yearning, a desire to matter, to make a difference, even if just in a small corner of the world. But what if I told you one tiny act from someone like Mia could ignite a wave of change that no one saw coming? It all began on a rainy Tuesday morning. As Mia stepped out, the sky was heavy with clouds, and the streets glistened with fresh rain. She noticed a homeless man shivering on a bench, soaked through and clutching a thin blanket that did little to shield him from the cold. Most people glanced away, wrapped in their own storms of thought and urgency, but Mia did something different. She handed him her umbrella. Just a simple gesture, right? But here's where the ordinary flips into extraordinary. That umbrella was more than just a shield against rain. It was a symbol of connection, an unspoken message that someone saw him, that he mattered. Mia didn't have much. Her apartment barely fit her essentials, and money was tight. Yet that umbrella was a shield she chose to share. She could have told herself it was just one person, one moment, but instead, she saw a chance to connect, to bridge the gap between her busy life and the quiet struggles of others. Over the next week, Mia started carrying extra snacks, water bottles, and warm socks in her bag. Each lunch break, she'd walk a little further, distributing these small comforts to those who needed them. It wasn't about grand charity. It was about noticing the humanity in the overlooked. She learned the names of a few people, heard fragments of their stories, and found herself more connected to the city than ever before. These simple acts became the highlight of her days, a source of unexpected joy and meaning. The obstacle? Mia's own exhaustion and self-doubt. After long days at work, the pull to retreat into her routine was strong. There were moments when she questioned if what she was doing made any difference at all. She faced skepticism from friends who thought she was wasting time, and sometimes the weight of the world felt too heavy. But Mia created a strategy that made kindness sustainable for her. She scheduled it like a meeting, non-negotiable and deliberate. She set reminders on her phone, blocked out time on weekends to prepare care packages, and most importantly, she gave herself permission to rest and recharge. She also connected with a local community center to coordinate donations and volunteers, turning her solo efforts into a collaborative mission. This partnership amplified her impact and brought together others who shared her passion. Volunteers helped collect blankets, gloves, and toiletries, while the center provided a safe space for distribution. Mia began organizing small events where neighbors could come together, share stories, and support one another. The community center became a hub of warmth and hope amidst the city's cold indifference. Visualize this: a woman in a plain coat handing out gloves in the biting cold, a small group gathering under the shelter of a community center, faces lighting up with gratitude and renewed hope. Each small gift stacked upon the last, building warmth, trust, and a network of care. Mia's actions inspired others. Her colleagues started joining in during lunch breaks. Neighbors donated blankets they no longer needed, and soon a movement sparked from what began as one umbrella. This snowball effect transformed more than just material circumstances. It reshaped how a community saw itself. No longer strangers passing by, but neighbors invested in each other's well-being. People began to look up from their phones, to smile, to say hello. Local businesses chipped in, providing coffee and food for those in need. Schools started involving students in volunteer activities, teaching the next generation the power of empathy and action. Mia's story teaches us that impact doesn't require grand resources or fame. It begins with the courage to act, even when the world seems indifferent. It shows us that kindness, when consistent and intentional, has the power to ripple outward, touching lives in ways we may never fully realize. It reminds us that every person has the capacity to be a catalyst for change, no matter how small the initial step. What can you take from Mia's journey? First, recognize the power of consistency. Small acts repeated daily build momentum that can't be ignored. Just as a single drop creates ripples in a still pond, your kindness can spread far beyond what you see. Second, create systems that support your kindness, whether it's a scheduled reminder, a partnership with others, or a dedicated space for your efforts to keep your actions sustainable over time. Sustainability ensures that your good intentions don't burn out, but continue to flourish. Lastly, see obstacles not as stop signs, but as challenges to innovate around. Mia's exhaustion became a reason to team up, skepticism became motivation to prove impact, and limited resources became a call to community collaboration. Every hurdle can be an opportunity to grow stronger and more creative in your approach. So tomorrow, look around. Who might need your umbrella, your time, your listening ear? The ripple starts with you, one small act at a time, turning invisible moments into visible change. You don't need to change the whole world overnight. Just start with the person next to you, the stranger on the street, the neighbor down the hall. Because in those moments, you are not invisible. You are the spark that can light up a community, transform lives, and remind us all of our shared humanity. Remember, kindness is contagious. It begins with a choice to see, to care, to act. And sometimes, that choice is as simple as sharing an umbrella on a rainy day.